Still good? Okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story about the sun and the wind. Now, the sun and the wind decided to have a contest. And the contest was to get this young gentleman to take off his jacket. And so the winds came and blew, and blew, and blew so hard, in an attempt to blow off the jacket. But what did the man do? He held the jacket on more closely. He didn't take it off. And then the sun came out. And then the sun began to shine. And the sun began to shine. And, warmed the gentleman up. He warmed him up and warmed him up until the young gentleman got very hot. And did what? Took off his jacket. So what's the moral of the story? In order to affect a behavioral change, gentle persuasion will get you better results sometimes than brutal force. Why is that relevant to us as business leaders? Because you are all C-suite executives. And you are going to instill regulations, policies, and procedures. There is a time to build the stick, but there's also a time to show the human face and persuade. COVID has brought in some very difficult situations. People are, everybody has been affected by this pandemic. So as leaders, we have to wear a human face, but we still have to get the job done. Like my gentleman said, shareholders are not smiling. They want returns on their investments. How do we balance the equation? We are going to have a discussion in manufacturing. Now, I started as audit, and then I now moved into core finance. So I've had the privilege of working on both sides of the fence. I've been an external auditor, I've been an internal auditor, I've also worked in core finance. And then I moved from there again to the Troika Group. Again, another group of companies. When I started with them, they had about 6 companies. By the time I left, they had multiplied that to about 10 or thereabout. So now they are a conglomerate of groups. So we have 3 groups in the Troika Group. They have the Marketing Communications Group, has about 5 companies there. They have the Out of Home, 3 companies there. And they also have the Security and Protection. So I'm sure many of us are familiar with Halogen. So Halogen itself has also broken itself into about 6 groups or thereabouts. And so I did about 9 years, almost 10 years with them before I stepped out. I said, enough is enough, let me try and do something on my own. So today I run a small consultancy, and I still do what I love to do, that is talking to business partners like you, helping you with your strategy, with your business planning, with other issues like control and compliance, and also I do a whole lot of training and public speaking. So that's a little bit about me. So let me quickly go on. Today's agenda, what are we going to do? I'm trying to keep it very simple. We're going to look at what has happened, what can we do, what the challenges are, what are the considerations, and finally, what we should do. Very simple. Very simple conversation. So, what has happened? COVID has happened. COVID hit us. Sometime in December, the very first person to have the data that they identified in China got the virus. And within 6 months, it has spread all around the world. Nobody and nothing prepared us for the challenges that we faced in 2020. I am sitting here looking at businesses. All of us last year, what were we doing by this time? Planning, strategizing, budgeting. We have told ourselves, oh, the year 2020 is going to be exciting. We're going to make profits. And what happened? By April, it was an absolute disaster. And nobody